He does invent words, and well, BFG invents words, which is a lovely idea. He's like Shakespeare in that way. I'm used to dealing with words that are invented and freshly coined and loved for their sound, the very quality they make of consonants and vowels, as much as for their meaning. In fact, in BFG, often you don't really know exactly what a word means. It's probably not in the dictionary, but you understand what it means. You feel what it means from the sound of it, and I like that. Melissa and Stephen, whoever else has worked on the script, they've sometimes made a thing that's mentioned in the book a little more manifest. So they've a little bit more of there's a little bit more of an experience of catching dreams. That is described in the book, and books are good for description. That's an enjoyable part of reading a book. You're imagining the whole thing anyway. But in a film, you're going to see a bit. You need to see a bit more, and so they've shown us some things that are described in the book. They've also added a little bit more of a landscape to the story. They've added some more twists and turns, and made it a little bit more dramatic, in a good way, I think. In a way that it gives a little bit more of a chance for you to see the friendship developing between BFG and Sophie. I'd say they've done that very cleverly in their knowledge of how to tell a good story. I think Roald Dahl would be pleased with the things they've done. I think so. Ruby's a very imaginative young woman, and just a complete natural actress. She's someone who'd make you want to believe in past lives, because it just feels like she's landed knowing so much how to do this. I learned from her, really, as you do from all young people, but her ability to take very complicated notes from Stephen, technical notes from Stephen, and make them natural is just miraculous, remarkable. Stephen's very different on this. I think largely to do with Ruby and his wonderful relationship with Ruby, and then he's spending so much time in her mindset, which is absolutely the most crucial part of his job at the moment, is his relationship with Ruby, who's never acted in a big film like this. So she's completely dependent on him, and she couldn't have a better person to be leading her through this. So his mind is very much in a young person's frame of how she imagines things, and it's like he's almost climbed into her psyche and imagined what's going to be the best way to express this to her. He's done a superb job of doing that. You feel they really understand each other, and increasingly he's able to be quite quick and demanding with her, and she knows he adores her. And so they've developed very quickly that kind of ideal relationship of trust that's enabling them to go, into much more complicated and subtle situations. It'll be a big challenge to see whether the technology can deliver me, particularly a mocap character, to be as real and believable as this very vital young girl, Sophie, that Ruby's playing. Whether that's the love story, the friendship that's at the heart of the film. So it's a very good project to be exploring this marriage of technology and old-fashioned filmed actors. If that works, then that's a big new step. There's lovely, lovely talk and ideas about dreams for young people in this story. That's a wonderful aspect of the story. And just the animation of plants and animals, and that the whole world has a consciousness, which is what science is finding out now, even at a cellular level, that the universe is actually conscious. And BFG knew that all along. So in that way, it's a timely film, because I think that's a major step for us to make as a species on the planet, to realizing that we're not the only beings that are conscious. Far from it.